All right. Thank you again for tuning in. This is Enrico from DSM. And today I want to take a minute and talk about the importance of branding and having, a unique brand, a unique style, a unique vibe. And I thought one of the perfect people for us to talk to was Christine, who is the owner, the founder of Stag House and Dotique. So Christine, thank you for joining us. For those of us who've maybe been living under a rock in northern New Jersey, can you tell us a little bit about Stag House and Dotique?
Yeah, Stag House and Dotique, it's like a hybrid salon barbershop. We wanted something that'll appeal to everybody without like being too gender specific. Although our shop is a little bit gender specific, but it gives people the option to choose where they want to be serviced, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So if you haven't been to the shop, you go in there and it really kind of blows you away. The decor and the style and the vibe is so unique. So yeah, I'm very interested to hear kind of how you came to that. Can you start by telling us, when did you get this dream in your mind to open up your own shop?
I actually never wanted to. I didn't want the headache, but here we are.
Yeah.
Um, it was more like my partner Rochelle. She was more interested in opening something, and between the two of us, we were able to put our heads together and we went for it. And that was in November of 2015.
Wow. Cool.
Mhm.
So what was the process like when you guys started getting together um, to make this brand that has become Stag House? What was that process like? Were there, a lot of concepts you guys considered, or how did you come up with the brand identity?
So it kind of went from 0 to 100 like that, because at first I didn't even want to open a place. I just wanted to work for a good, trustworthy owner. But as we started to, create the branding idea, we were like, well, let's make it so that we can replicate it and then we'll have franchises. So like we kind of like went over the top with how we planned it. We wanted something that spoke to Americana, that spoke to like the oldness of barbershops, because there's something so nostalgic about a barbershop that you just can't kill it. It's just going to be there forever. And we just wanted to highlight that like how the craft has been for years and years, and we want to pay homage to that. Like, as you can see, we have antiques everywhere. And
Hmm.
then with the salon integration, we wanted something that women like us would be comfortable going to, someone who's tattooed or a biker or wanted like crazy hair or something. I felt like Bergen County was lacking that. So we wanted to kind of like grab onto that and create a hybrid of both. So think like Snow White and the Huntsman.
Nice. I love that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, so what kind of feedback do you guys get on the brand and the style you've developed? And you said you wanted to appeal broadly.
Yeah.
So when people walk in, what kind of feedback do you get?
I think we're appealing pretty broadly. We have people that'll come in their pajamas, or people that'll come in a full ass suit, and everyone is totally comfortable.
Yeah.
The deer heads, we have a few deer heads on the wall. They were a little bit off putting to people at first. I had a woman before we were even open tell me that women won't like the deer head. I think she failed to realize that I am one. And then, but these deer were just like kind of collecting dust in people's garages. These weren't, they weren't killed by our hand.
Right.
But to kind of go back on that, we're big advocates for the environment. A lot of the products that we carry don't carry heavy carbon footprints. They don't test on animals, stuff like that. So I think we made up for it.
So yeah, you mentioned the longevity. Obviously, it's a timeless industry, barbering,
Mhm.
um, and it seems like, especially in like Bergen County, North Jersey, there's this new generation of 20 somethings and 30 somethings that are opening up these new shops. So you've got sort of the old school shop that still have the barber pole outside, but now there's
Mhm.
this whole new generation of people like you that are opening up these cool shops. So what are the most important things for Stag House that kind of sets you apart from the other people, the other kind of new entrepreneurs like you?
So we kind of keep it as like behind the scenes is very mechanical. We have very in-depth training for our staff. We have a very high standard that we hold for the haircuts that are walking out of our shop. So basically cleanliness, consistency, and just play some cool music. It works.
Yeah.
I think that's what sets us apart. It creates kind of like a homey, comfortable, warm feeling here.
Yep. And so you kind of alluded to my next question. The logo and the decor and the vibe is cool, and it can get people to kind of look at you guys and want to check you out. But what we just had the 2 or 3 most important things to, once you get them in the door, to keep them coming back.
The comfort.
Mm,
I think that the same person can have a blast in almost every chair here.
that's cool.
So it's kind of just, staying consistent. It goes back to our training to be sure that, what we're creating and all of that is being translated while people are working on their patrons.
Yeah. Yeah, and that consistency point is something that, when we talk to our clients, having a consistent brand, consistent product, consistent service is so key. Because if you get something the first time you go and it's different the second time, it kind of throws people off and it just doesn't feel like a good cohesive experience. What I like about you guys, knowing who you are, is that the shop feels like an extension of you. It's like, it kind of looks like this would be Christine's shop, which I think probably, does that make it easier for you guys to have that consistency? Because it's very genuine, right? It's authentic.
Yeah. I think that we just kind of hold that standard and we portray that standard because we know, Rochelle and I know that we're setting an example for everybody. And we've reiterated it before where, if someone isn't having fun in your chair, they're going to look at our chair and want it. So it's a matter of us staying consistent so it gets passed on. And we truly believe that the notion is, if you treat your staff correctly, they'll treat their patrons correctly. And then, everything just kind of flows in perfectly after that.
Love it. All right, Christine, thank you for jumping on. Where can people find you if they want to come see the rest of your shop?
We're very active on Instagram. Facebook, we use a little bit more to get information out. We understand the demographic between the both of them. So Instagram is eye candy and Facebook is information. And then from there, we use like MindBody for booking, and we try to keep it simple. We're not on TikTok or Snapchat or anything like that.
Well, what's your guys' website?
It's njstaghouse.com, created by the DSM group.
Yeah, cool. All right, thank you, Christine. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.